Welcome to Down, Down, Up, Up. Your boy here, Apollo. And ladies and gentlemen, this is happening. This is happening right now. We're doing these. I'm not avoiding this. Oh, man. Oh, man. I've tried to wait as long as possible to see if any of the quirks and quinks are going to be fixed for this whole thing. Some have been in a really lazy, immature way. Others completely open for guessing. You'll see what I mean when we get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my WrestleMania 36 predictions video. Oh, I don't know how long this is going to be, and I really shouldn't dwell. I've addressed all of you wonderful people in my announcement video that's already up on the channel. So we caught up there. Now let's dive back in to what makes us tick. Professional wrestling. WrestleMania could have easily been postponed. It could have been easily canceled. But no. Nope. Instead, let's book the weekend per usual and span it over 2 nights. That's right, it's Wrestle Kingdom style for this year. WWE WrestleMania, 2 nights. 2 nights. And we don't really know what's happening on each night yet. I haven't seen a schedule. I've tried to wait this out as long as possible, but the fact is, today is Saturday. I need to do this now. WrestleMania will start tonight. So guess we're gonna have to start this soon, so let's go and bear with me. I've got the matches right here, courtesy of Cultaholic.com. Ladies and gentlemen, go over, subscribe to them if you haven't already. They're lovely. Same goes for WhatCulture.com. Lovely predictions from both sets of gentlemen. Looking forward to the competition level this time. But here we go. Here. Let's start off with mine. Let's go. Okay. Kicking off. What I would personally like to see kick off the show, my opinion is very biased along with the gentlemen who I've watched their predictions. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. This has pretty much been going on since late November, early December, when Seth Rollins turned his back on the fans, joined up with AOP, eventually got Murphy in his ranks, the Monday Night Messiah as it was. I'm quite the fan of the gimmick, to be honest. I really hope he comes out looking something ridiculously Prophet-like at WrestleMania. It's all just for fun. It's living the gimmick. They've been making Kevin Owens' life a living hell, and Owens saw it coming. Tried to get people together. Samoa Joe, but he's out. Raiders, out. Street Profits, they're busy with their own problems right now. It's gone back and forth to cost one another the Tag Team Championship, aka Rollins and Murphy. They have the titles. But then Kevin Owens cost him it against the Street Profits more than once. So now it's finally happening one-on-one. No gimmick match, no stipulation needed. It's just going to be a solid wrestling match. Will there be interference? I don't really think it's necessary for this, honestly, especially if it's the opener. I want to see this start with just some good basic wrestling that these two can kill it with. But who's going to win? As much as I would love to say Kevin Owens, and yeah, bear with me for a second, Owens deserves this more than anybody. His character has improved so greatly over the past year. Seth Rollins is Mr. WrestleMania now. Every WrestleMania he's taken part in, he has won a match. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's undefeated. Orton made sure that didn't happen, but Rollins was still able to pull a win that night in 2015 by cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. So, Rollins is the man, and he's looking to get back on track. And I personally do believe the rumors that he will be going after the championship after WrestleMania. Whether we started off the night after or not, that is Rollins' next interest. Man, worldwide. Seth Rollins, I see beating Kevin Owens on this show. I know there's even more rumors about Rollins going away after WrestleMania. Rollins could still win, though. Rollins could still win. The Owens winning against Rollins here doesn't solve anything because Rollins still has that posse. Rollins winning this and advancing onward seems to be the plan here. So as much as I'd love to think Kevin Owens is going to get a huge babyface win to kick off the show, or whenever this is in the card, I'm just guessing that it's the beginning. Seth Rollins is my pick. I think Seth Rollins is going to be winning this match, and we'll see where it goes from there. Moving on. A little bit of a feud build up for this one and in the long term too. Women's Tag Team Championships finally being defended again. My gosh, where have they gone? We've set aside Asuka for so long now individually that it's almost more of a surprise than relief that, oh, they're, oh yeah, they are tag team. Okay, let's do a match for the tag titles. So yes, Asuka, Kairi Sane defending the titles against the ladies they beat for the championships back, I believe, in Hell in a Cell in October, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They have slowly built this. Both have been on each other's shows, and Alexa Bliss beat Asuka quite clean in a match on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. That caught me off guard. Nikki Cross was great on commentary. This match needs to do what it needs to do, but I don't see a title change. I feel like Asuka and Kairi win. They get back on track with what they should be doing right now. Alexa and Nikki as tag team champions again would be fine, but I just feel like Asuka and Kairi shouldn't drop it here. Alexa and Nikki also have already been champions. Are we really going to have two-time champions at this point, barely a year after the titles have been introduced? I don't really see the point in that. So I'm going to go for Asuka and Kairi Sane. And we'll see maybe if they actually bother to do a breakup angle with Bliss and Nikki Cross. Not a fan of it, but it's a possibility. Let's move on. Okay, now looking at this one. Whew. Okay, so we learned a lot on SmackDown last night when it comes to the match set up between Otis Dozovic and Dolph Ziggler. So we had Tucker versus Ziggler, and Tucker won by DQ, I believe, after Ziggler hit zigzag to him on the stairs. He was about to do even more damage before Mandy and Sonya came out, and Mandy was like, what are you doing? Why? Why do you want to kill the man? Otis comes out, chases him away, but finally we get a little bit of answers. For the past few months at this point, there has been this glitch, this weird effect on the SmackDown screen, especially whenever Ziggler's on. And a lot of us, including myself, thought this was the indication of a return. Possibly right, because the glitch was triggered. Words were put on. The truth will be heard. We cut to some back room filled with computers, TV screens, whatever, and a hooded figure. Now, obviously, the intention was, in my mind, I love to think that it's CM Punk. I know this has been overdone way too much, but think about it. He doesn't have to wrestle. He's the pipe bomb in the back, because he was hooded. You couldn't see his face. He had the fake low voice coming out of his mouth. I don't remember exactly what he said, but then he played the message. It showed backstage footage of Sonya being the one who sent the text to Otis saying that Mandy was going to be late. Sonya talking to Ziggler about how they both get what they want. It was Sonya. And we can be thankful, hopefully, that there's no more swerves, because I want Tucker to still be with Otis, because my God, if they cut that story, if they cut the tag team, I'm done. Like, splitting up Enzo and Cass was the stupidest thing they ever did. Splitting up Heavy Machinery is like 3 times the level of stupidity that is right now for me. But here's the thing. Is Mandy okay with this? Like, can she accept that Sonya is evil and not to still be with her? Are they splitting them up? Or is Mandy gonna cost Otis at WrestleMania and prove this was just a smo fake all along? I don't know. This one was hard because you really feel like after what they revealed on SmackDown that Otis has got this in the bag now. But is there 1 or 2 more swerves to come? Well, I am going to be Mr. Positivity here. I'm going to pick Otis to beat Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania and get a really good win and carry Mandy off into the sunset. I am hoping Tucker is okay with this. I am also hoping that the hooded figure plays a little bit of a part in this to make sure that Ziggler doesn't win. If it's Ali, then fine. I don't care at this point who it is. I care more about who wins at WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens. This is a pick I'm not overly confident with, but my heart is overly confident with. So we'll see what we get. That's so far the biggest one I'm invested in. You can clearly tell we're almost 10 minutes in. I've gone through, only 3 matches? Oh, this is going to be a video, but props for you for staying tuned. Next up is one of those matches I mentioned earlier that not established if it's really happening or not. Elias Corbin. So when we found out that Rob Gronkowski was going to host WrestleMania, we were wondering what his big plan was going to be. Well, it's not really big at the moment, but he did make a match. Baron Corbin, King Corbin, who interrupted him, versus Elias. Two people that have bickered at each other for at least a month and a half at this point, maybe two. And not so much interested in the match at first, but then a couple of weeks ago, Corbin threw Elias off of that little platform they have in the Performance Center, or the Full Sail Arena, wherever they were taping, and Elias fell to his death. It was a Mufasa. That's what it was. Honestly, if you watch it, you get the emotion if you've seen any shape or form of The Lion King. So, Elias took it, and honestly, it doesn't seem like the man is going to be able to compete, but they're still advertising it. So I'm wondering, what does this mean? Does this mean we're going to get the match, and Corbin's just going to squash him? Or does this mean Elias is not booked and they have a surprise for WrestleMania? Here is my thought on this. I am going to pick Elias. I'm actually going to pick Elias simply because of Rob Gronkowski and Mojo Rawley. They've definitely got a part to play in this. Whether it's helping Elias or Elias cannot make it and we need a replacement, and that replacement is Rob Gronkowski. They pull Gronk's debut match at WrestleMania. Think about it. It would be so easy to do. There would be so less stress. It's a taped WrestleMania. It's an empty arena. Give Gronk the chance to do it on a more level of comfort. I could see it. Point closed. I am picking the opponent of Baron Corbin. There's my prediction. I don't see Corbin getting this. It's lackluster, although he's rocked the gimmick well. He suffered at the end of the Roman feud, but I don't see him winning this for the purpose of we can do something better. Moving on. Okay, another lackluster that we can get through quick. It's a match that I believe has zero build. They announced it all of a sudden on a random Raw. Bobby Lashley, who we haven't seen in weeks, taking on Aleister Black, who has gone back to squashing jobbers every week. But we like it because it's quick and he kicks a person's head off. So, fun. It's the squash that's fun. Black versus Lashley, I'm not going to delve into this because there's nothing to really discuss. I see Aleister Black winning this match because he's the one who's been on TV lately, and if he loses to Bobby Lashley, I will complain. Simple as that. That would be a joke. It's Aleister Black. He is definitely established. He has taken, one pinfall loss on the main roster so far, and that was losing to AJ after he already had to beat Anderson and Gallows. So, you put him over well because he had to go through 3 matches that night. He couldn't win all of them. I can understand that. But if he loses Lashley, nope, not interested. Moving on. Okay. Oh, man. If I had like a digital list here, you guys would know what I'm marking out about now, because now we've made it to the Firefly Funhouse match. Oh, dear Lord, this is going to be so weird. I don't know what to expect. Is this going to be something similar to that stupid House of Horrors match he had with Randy Orton? Is this going to be something more horror-esque because obviously it can be taped and done like a horror movie? It's Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, versus John Cena in a Firefly Funhouse match, and they closed SmackDown very well because it scared the hell out of me when Bray showed up back in the ring, because I didn't see that coming, and I want this to be fun. I want this to be stupid, but I want it to be fun. I am picking The Fiend because God knows it's his match, and if he loses, it would make him look absolutely ridiculous. He wouldn't come back from this if he lost. That's my prediction. It depends how this is going to be finished, though. Is this going to be done by pinfall, or is somebody going to have to die or disappear or something? Because if he disappears and Cena wins, okay, I don't really care. I don't really care then. But if he's pinned by Cena, no, I'm done. I'm done. Done. I wouldn't care what it took. I'm done. I'm picking The Fiend. Please, for the love of God, reestablish yourself in a cool way and get us behind the character again. However, here's the thing. WWE have proved many times in the past that they don't care about Bray Wyatt in the long run. So if Cena wins, guess what? Not going to surprise me. Not going to surprise me. No, it's going to disappoint me, depending on how it finishes, but it wouldn't surprise me. So good luck with this match. This is one of the big ones that you have a lot of responsibility for. Let's see what's next. Okay, Raw Tag Team Championship match. Not need to go into too much detail for this. Street Profits, loved it when they beat Rollins and Murphy. It felt so freaking good and well-deserved. Supposed to take on Andrade, the U.S. champion, and Angel Garza. Apparently, Andrade suffered a real injury, so he got replaced by none other than Austin Theory, the NXT upstart that's only been around for what? 2, 3 months, 4 months tops now in NXT? Couldn't believe it when he showed up on Raw. I'll admit, Theory is pretty damn good. I'm already a fan of his, but this does not at all surprise me with my outcome. The Street Profits are going to retain. Why on earth would you take it off of them right now? Especially when in my head, it should have been AOP getting this shot. But no, it's Angel Garza, who I love, and Austin Theory, who's growing on me. But they're not going to win the titles. They're too new. It's not needed. And it really wouldn't make sense. It really just wouldn't make sense. So there is my output for that one. Street Profits to retain. I wonder how many of these I'm going to get wrong. Let's find out. Oh, Lord. Okay, next up, one of the big ones that's been hyped for a while. NXT Women's Championship match. First NXT title defended at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley defending against the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match, Charlotte Flair. Now, going back to the Royal Rumble, obviously Shayna Baszler was the hit for me. When she came out at number 30, I was cheering. It was in the bag. Then Charlotte won, and then my heart just came down, like all the way down to my foot. But then, oh, wait a second. Is that Rhea Ripley? Oh, is that Rhea Ripley? Okay, Charlotte's not fighting for the Raw or SmackDown title. I like this. I like this. And it's been built fairly decent. But I'm worried, and not because of the outcome. I'm picking Charlotte Flair. I'm picking Charlotte Flair. I want her to go back to NXT because I want more marquee matches. I want a higher expectation. And I'm thinking more about last year. Charlotte did not take the pin at WrestleMania, but she did not win WrestleMania. Charlotte has always been a bigger deal, and losing back-to-back at WrestleMania is something I don't think's going to happen. I think Charlotte's going to make good on this. I'm looking forward to who wins that ladder match in NXT to get the next shot for the title. And I want it to be good, because the fact is, Rhea Ripley came up so big, and I was so behind it. And then there was that match with Bianca Belair at TakeOver. Didn't do it for me. Didn't do it for me. And I didn't like that Belair kind of just fell flat. It took one finish to beat her. And I just did not like that at all. Belair is so well established at this point. I hope it's her or Io Shirai that take the title from Charlotte Flair. Because at this point, I want a new champion. I want better matches. Rhea Charlotte, I hope, is going to be great. But I don't know about this. Also because Rhea and Toni Storm's matches have just not had the level that I thought they would in the past couple of years, and I don't know why it's been bothering me so much, but it has. It's just a fan's opinion, but I know Charlotte can put in the work. I want to see what she can do with the NXT roster for a while. And Rhea, I don't know, maybe go to the main roster. That would be a bit more interesting. But we'll see what we get. Moving on. Okay, IC title match. So Sami Zayn is the Intercontinental Champion. I've already explained in other videos why that's great, and that will always be great. He's defending against Daniel Bryan, who jumped through a few hoops to get this shot now that Drew Gulak and him are buddy-buddy. The Yes Bros, as I like to call them. Gulak beat Nakamura to get Daniel Bryan into this match. And after SmackDown's disqualification ending between Bryan and Nakamura and the assault afterward, I think it's safe to say at this point that Bryan is going to win the title. I don't know if this is going to be a real match. I don't know if this is going to be a really short match. But my pick is Daniel Bryan. That's really all it goes. Bryan gets the Intercontinental title again. It's a good feel moment knowing that he can get the title back that his career cost him when he had to stop again in 2015 and retire in 2016. But if Sami Zayn finds a way to sneak out with this, I don't really think I'm going to complain. In fact, I really feel like I should change my pick, but no, I'm picking Daniel Bryan. Sami Zayn's great, and he will always be great for this. But I don't know if he can get past Bryan at WrestleMania. Whether it's a handicap match or not, which could still be lately announced, because Sami's shoulders are apparently still way messed up. That's why he doesn't wrestle much anymore. We'll see what we get. But my pick is Daniel Bryan. Okay, we're getting there now. Okay, now one of the more interesting matches. Fatal 5-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's title. It was supposed to be a 6-way elimination match, but Dana Brooke, unfortunately, was put in quarantine. So it is Sasha Banks, the champion, Bayley, Naomi, Tamina, who actually won a match on SmackDown, which I loved, and Lacey Evans. This one actually is the most talked about match right now for me with WrestleMania, because I want to see how this is going to play out. Who's turning on who? Are we getting something big? Is Bayley going to turn her back on Sasha to keep the title? Will Sasha turn her back on Bayley to win it and still probably come out the face? Or will we get a bigger upset from one of the other three? I'm going for a really big risk, but I don't like it when people get overplayed and overshadowed. I'm picking the woman who has won the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania before in a multi-woman match. I am picking the woman who has also beaten Sasha Banks and Bayley at WrestleMania. Regardless if it was a battle royal or not, I'm picking Naomi. You can't forget. You cannot forget. She should have won in Saudi Arabia. She should have had another shot at the Elimination Chamber. I think Naomi's going to steal this. Sasha Bayley gets its little spicy moments here, but not full out turn yet. Because we want to do that when there's fans around, don't we? How about Naomi wins it, and they still have to work together, but who's going to get the title back? Naomi, please, get your due. Moving on. Oh, and I love what's next because this also fits in with what I'm thinking for WrestleMania. So I just talked about Naomi winning a title. Now we're moving on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship ladder match. Miz and Morrison, the Dirt Sheet, defending against the New Day and the Usos. The thing is, though, wait a minute. Is this happening? Because from what we've heard, Miz might not be doing WrestleMania. I don't know. But regardless if it is happening or not, I am not picking the champions. I don't have to delve into what I think is going to happen, whether Miz can do it or not, whether Morrison gets a replacement or not, or they're cut entirely, the titles are vacant, and it's just Usos New Day. No, not going to delve into that. My pick is the Usos. They're going to pull this. Usos, Naomi, celebrate with the gold. They are back in a big way, and WrestleMania is where they shine. Usos to win. Let's go. Oh, Lord, now this is next. Okay. Now it's time to talk about this Boneyard match. It's a buried alive match, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it, though? Well, that's what it sure seems like. And I can kind of understand how things are going right now, that you wouldn't want to call this a buried alive match, and how WWE like to underplay names and have different stipulations. For example, Ring of Fire match between Kane and Bray Wyatt. It's not an Inferno match, but it's as pretty close as you can get. This feels like it's going to be the same. Undertaker, AJ, they've had their history already when Undertaker cost AJ the trophy in Saudi Arabia, and Undertaker cost AJ his match with Aleister Black in the Elimination Chamber, and AJ cussed out Undertaker and his wife and his real out of WWE life. So what do we get? We get the American Badass Taker, really, and it was really funny to see him look like that again and literally cut the badass promo. So, oh my goodness. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is, though. That's what it is. So, what does this mean? Who's gonna win? Is this Undertaker's match to win, or do we get a heck of a swerve and AJ can pull this and keep his character up? Oh, this is hard. As much as I would love to pick AJ Styles to get some form of revenge for what's happened, I can't do that. I'm not confident enough because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, boy. But here's the thing. You pick dumb picks sometime. You have fun with it. And just because I personally think somebody is going to show up in this match uninvited, I am going to pick AJ Styles. I think he's actually going to back up what he's been talking about, and by some miracle, shape, or form, he wins. Especially because it goes back to this being a buried alive form of a match. Undertaker always loses those. So this would be perfect to give AJ his due. I want to pick The Undertaker. My brain's telling me, but my heart for a change is not with the dead man. AJ's put up with so much crap, and I want to see him come out on top again. So I'm picking AJ Styles to win. Can you imagine if Sting just cost Undertaker this match? I'm throwing out random names here because I don't know what to expect with the show. We'll see what we get. I'm going to pick AJ Styles because maybe he'll get a little bit of former revenge. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, everybody said AJ was going to beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 32, and we're so confident with that. I picked Chris Jericho, and look what happened. Yeah, you think AJ's just going to win at WrestleMania, his first one? No, Jericho's going to win. You know why? Because he put over Fandango, and that was his next WrestleMania. Of course Jericho's going to win. Boom, roasted. All right. Oh, boy, I'm getting down to the end. I think we only have 4 left, so let's try to get through this. Whew, if anyone's still here, you got snacks? Edge, Randy Orton, last man standing. If you've seen how this has gone, it's as personal as you can get. I don't need to delve into this. And for last man standing purposes, you really think they're going to give it to Orton? Maybe? Maybe? Because his heel character's so great? Edge is going to win. If Edge doesn't win, I cannot wait to see my face, because Edge is back, and we love him, and we want to see him do stuff, and we want to see him kill Randy Orton for what Orton has done. So, Edge. Okay, Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch still defending against Shayna Baszler. Shayna didn't have to win the Rumble. She killed everyone in an Elimination Chamber match. The only competitor to win an Elimination Chamber match, eliminating every single opponent. If Shayna loses this, that's going to go down the toilet. So I'm picking Shayna Baszler. Becky has done what she has needed to do. She held it for a year. She rocked the gimmick. And now it's time to give it to somebody else. The bona fide Lady Brock Lesnar. Shayna Baszler. Except she shows up a bit more. Although it doesn't wrestle as often. So, Lady Brock Lesnar. It's like Rhea Ripley being Lady Dunn, referring to Pete Dunne. And Shayna Baszler kind of rocking Brock's gimmick right now. So, I think Shayna Baszler would be one hell of a Raw champion, and I wonder how her reign would compare to Becky Lynch. So I'm going to pick Shayna Baszler. Becky's been a great champion, and we really shouldn't forget how Shayna Baszler won to get this match. She killed everyone in the chamber, and we don't want to let people think that was for nothing and bury those 5. So Shayna is going to win the title. Let's keep going now. It's time to talk about the World Championship matches. And let's start with the controversial one. Goldberg beat The Fiend to become the Universal Champion. That happened. Roman Reigns challenged him, and it was made a match. That happened. But then, Roman Reigns announced he would not participate at WrestleMania. He's concerned about the world today and what could possibly happen to him if he competes, and his risk. I'm not going to delve much into what's going on because you guys are clearly aware of that, and this is a video where we can just forget that for a bit. But WWE didn't want to acknowledge that. No, they kept advertising it. Oh, Goldberg, Roman Reigns happened at WrestleMania. Yeah, even though literally everyone should have known that this is not happening. So, how does WWE handle that in the go-home week? Well, we have Michael Cole announce randomly, oh yeah, no, it's going to be Goldberg and Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. Oh, that's how we're going to handle it. No, we're not going to talk about Roman not being there because of reasons. Oh, we're not going to talk about this happening out of the blue for your eyes. The laziest, most inexcusable way to handle this. How appropriate. How appropriate. But I'm not going to delve into that. We know we're getting Goldberg and Braun Strowman now. How's this going to work? Well, Braun could win, and he could finally be world champion, and that would be cool, but it's not going to happen, is it? No, they're going to save Goldberg Reigns for another time. So Goldberg is going to win. My pick is Goldberg, which is amazing to think he's actually going to be champion even longer. I'm hoping there's no jackhammer spot, though, because he might kill Strowman and himself. Also, well, maybe, just maybe, wouldn't it be kind of interesting if Goldberg cheated? I don't know. It's kind of a touchy subject having Goldberg go as the heel because a lot of people were mad when he won, and Roman Reigns looked like he was going to be the fan favorite for this. So instead of just spearing Braun 7 or 8 times to beat him, wouldn't it be kind of interesting if Goldberg got a low blow or something, speared him again, and then won? It's just something that I've thought about that I only see a 0.1% chance of happening. But I really like to see Goldberg retain in a really cheeky way. But my pick is Goldberg. Let's leave that alone. It's time to talk about what is going to make or break the show. Brock Lesnar's the WWE Champion. He entered the Royal Rumble expecting to win. And thanks to a nut shot by Ricochet and a Claymore kick by the winner of the Royal Rumble, he didn't win the Rumble. Drew McIntyre won the Rumble and challenged Brock Lesnar. Drew McIntyre is taking on Brock Lesnar for the WWE title, and I really, really hope they do the right thing here. Fans or not, this is still going to be Drew's moment. My pick is Drew McIntyre to win the WWE Championship, to prove all the naysayers wrong more than 10 years after he debuted in the WWE. If Kofi Kingston can win the WWE Championship after 11 years, last year at WrestleMania, then Drew McIntyre can beat Brock Lesnar this year and win the WWE Championship. Close out WrestleMania and make everybody feel good. There it is. A little bit over 30 minutes. WrestleMania predictions are in. Any changes now? Don't think I'm going to get another video out. Hopefully I will see you all Sunday for my results and review video for night 1. Hopefully I will see you all Monday for my results and review video, because the tongue doesn't want to work. Results and review video for night 2. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Apollo. This is Down, Down, Up, Up. I will see you next time. Hope you all enjoy WrestleMania. Stay safe. Do what you have to do. Be responsible. Keep it real.